Welcome. This is the November monthly update from Flying Pig Games. In this update, you're going to be able to see some channel updates for the YouTube channel, the Kickstarter rundown for the Rock of Chickamauga. We're going to give you an update on Pipe Creek. The 65 Pledge Manager update will also update you on the schedule for the YouTube videos that are going to be coming out this month. We have some really exciting stuff. We're also going to be announcing a game, and we're going to go through that new game and talk about it here in this video. We announced it on Halloween, so some of you guys have probably already heard about it, but I'm going to go into more depth about the game. It's really exciting. And then we're also going to talk a little bit about what we have coming up with the company for the rest of the year. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Awesome. So first, some YouTube channel updates. Thank you guys so much. We actually surpassed the goal that I set in the last monthly update. We were able to get to 1,010 subscribers. So that is a huge increase. That was an increase from 906 to 1,010. So 104 new subscribers. Sometimes that number varies just a little bit. I know that YouTube has a bot or something that will periodically go through and make sure it eliminates any fake subscribers. So sometimes that number varies by like 1 or 2 subscribers, I've noticed. But I think that's YouTube's way of kind of, getting rid of the fake subscribers so that there's only, you guys and the real fans on our subscribers list. So thank you so much for doing that and for subscribing and for supporting us. I am just over the moon with how successful this channel has been, and it's all thanks to you guys. Please keep watching, please keep subscribing, and please keep commenting and liking. And I've got a lot of awesome, exciting content coming out, and I have some new software that we purchased so that hopefully I'll be able to bring more interesting content for you guys, an example of which is hopefully some playthroughs of our games in Vassal that I'm going to be able to actually put on the YouTube channel, which is going to be really fun. So speaking of subscribers, YouTube gives me a little bit of some analytics that I'm able to use to help grow the channel and help understand you guys a little bit better. One of those, some of that data is that I see that 58.3% of our watch time actually comes from non-subscribers. So to me, that sounds like a big chunk of you guys watching haven't clicked that subscribe button yet. So if you don't mind doing that, that would be really helpful. Like I said, 58.3% of our watch time comes from non-subscribers. So it sounds like there's a lot of potential for more subscribers to help grow the channel, which is just going to help us be able to give more awesome content out to you guys. So like I said, if you're not subscribed, just click that subscribe button. That would really help us. Thank you so much. So last update on the channel, my new goal for this month moving into December is to get at least 80 new subscribers before the next monthly update. Hopefully I would love to have more than 80, but that's my goal, is 80 new subs before my next monthly update in December. So let's go ahead and keep moving forward with the monthly update. Let's go through the Rock of Chickamauga Kickstarter rundown. So before I say anything else, I want to say a huge thank you to you guys and just wow. I mean, all of us here at Flying Pig, Herman Lutman, everybody involved in the game was just astounded with how well it did. And I think it's indicative of our company growing and also indicative of Herman Lutman making really, really awesome games. So thank you guys so much for your support. So just to recap the Kickstarter a little bit, it has been our most successful so far in terms of a lot of different measures. And I will go through that with you guys in just a second, talking about that success. I want to remind you guys and tell you guys actually that the Pledge Manager for the Rock of Chickamauga is going to be open from Thursday, November 21st to January 15th. So that should give you guys plenty of time to complete your surveys and to dig through the Pledge Manager for any add-ons that you're interested in. Okay, cool. So here is the Kickstarter that we did, and many of you guys are familiar with this, but I just wanted to show you guys. It is our most successful we've ever done funding-wise and also by a number of backers. So thank you guys so much for that. I wanted to show you guys a couple of the Kickstarter stats that I have. And here I've been keeping some data, and I've just been keeping them chronologically, the Kickstarters that we've done. And then also I decided to go ahead and rank them by funding. So you can see here that the Rock of Chickamauga is our most successful funding-wise by far. I mean, the second place is a Most Fearful Sacrifice first edition, and this well surpasses that number. And then if you look at percent in funding, 568%, it is also the most in that. I guess our second place for that would be 65 second edition that we just did. This column here, these are going to be the numbers of backers. So 841, that's the most number of backers we've had. So not only is it an increase in funding, which only just enables us to be able to do more for you guys, there's also an increase in the number of people supporting us. And that's awesome. Just more people having fun playing our games. So that's great. So yeah, these are the ranking of all of the Kickstarters we've done, and they've all been successful. Like I said, the first part, this is just chronological. I've just been adding them as we go. And then here is ranked by funding. These are the percentages, which are not in order, but it's just by funding. And these numbers was just, this was a number I was using to put them in order. As you can see, this was funded in 12 minutes. Maybe something I'll go back and do is actually type in how long it took some of them to fund. I know off the top of my head that the first edition of 65, I think it was 12 hours took to fund. And then this time it took 18 minutes. So that's huge. And that's really exciting and awesome. So those are just some stats I wanted to share with you guys, just some internal things. For the Kickstarter itself, we did unlock every single stretch goal. So let me scroll down and talk about that real quickly. All the cards are going to be linen backed. We unlocked all 4 of the border strips, which you can see here. I'm not sure why the 4th one isn't showing, but there is a 4th one. We unlocked a sandbox scenario that Herman Lettman's going to be working on. We unlocked this bookmark, spiral bound rulebook, which is really exciting. And then also one more scenario that we're going to be working on, and we're already talking about with Herman, my dad and I are working on. So these are some really exciting stretch goals. To be totally transparent with you, Flying Pig doesn't try to go too crazy with stretch goals. And the reason for that is that we don't want to extend the amount of time it takes for you guys to get your games. So if we are constantly adding on stretch goals, then that's only going to create more time that we have to put into design and printing and stuff like that. And that's just going to slow things down. So ultimately, we're trying to shorten that gap between when we run crowdfunding and when you guys actually get your product. Because I know I back a lot of Kickstarters and game founds, and I hate having to wait 2 years sometimes for this stuff to come in, and we don't want that to happen. So part of the reason why we try to be strategic with the stretch goals is so that you guys get your games faster and you're not just waiting on a bunch of extra stuff. So thank you guys again for such a successful Kickstarter.
I think one of the most impressive things about this Kickstarter was that it was funded in 12 minutes. So I don't know how many people can brag about that, especially when it comes to war game companies. But 12 minutes and it was funded. That's incredible. So thank you guys for that. That is extremely flattering and very exciting. Okay, so a Pipe Creek update. There's really not much to update except for that we are still on schedule. I mean, knock on wood, that nothing will change. But as of now, it will be in the United States the first week of December. And hopefully we'll be shipping out to all those pre-orders, all the people who purchased it through pre-order shortly after. So obviously there's a million things that could go wrong. So I am cautiously optimistic, but as of now, it is totally on schedule. And we're really excited to get you guys this really fun expansion to A Most Fearful Sacrifice. If you haven't heard of Pipe Creek, it is currently on pre-order. So you can still get it for a cheaper rate than the MSRP. It's going to go back up to its full price once we get it in. But it is available for pre-order right now in the store if you're interested. We've gotten a lot of pre-orders. So thank you guys for that. Pipe Creek is an expansion to A Most Fearful Sacrifice. So you do need to have the base game to play Pipe Creek. And for those of you who may have been interested in Chickamauga but don't have the rest of the series, A Most Fearful Sacrifice is the first game in that series. Pipe Creek is an expansion to A Most Fearful Sacrifice. And then The Rock of Chickamauga is the next game in that series. So if you're interested in having the whole set,
I would recommend going ahead and getting Pipe Creek on pre-order. It's also available as an add-on in the Pledegemanager for Chickamauga. That's another way that you could get the whole set, is by ordering A Most Fearful Sacrifice and Pipe Creek in the Pledegemanager for Chickamauga. But, you know, it is great to have that whole set. And I know many war gamers are collectors just like me. So on that note, let me remind you that the Pledegemanager for Chickamauga will run from November 21st to January 15th. So moving on to the 65 Pledegemanager, it has been really successful so far. I think a lot of people have been able to complete their pledges. Thank you for that. The data that I'm getting is that 87% of backers have completed their pledges for 65. So for that last 13%, if you need help, if you need another link to complete your survey, just please email us at staff@flyingpiggames.com. So please email us at staff@flyingpiggames.com if you need help with your survey, or if you need us to resend that link. Sometimes it goes to your spam folder. Sometimes people forget passwords to emails. You know, things happen. Just let us know so that we can help you out so that you can complete your pledges. That is going to close. The Pledegemanager for 65 is going to close on the 1st of the year, so January 1st, 2025. And when that closes, we'll be able to, you know, move on to the next step of this process. Okay, so just a couple quick reseller updates. Last month, I was able to update you on a few resellers abroad and also in the States that are carrying our games. We have a couple more. These aren't necessarily new ones, but they have gotten some restocks. One of which is B&W Distribution in Germany. They used to be known as Brave New World, and they're going by B&W Distribution now. Noble Knight in Wisconsin, and then Fort Geyer in Poland is also going to be carrying our games. I don't think they've gotten them yet, but they're going to be there really soon. So on Halloween, some of you guys probably saw that my dad, Mark H. Walker, announced the expansion to the Long Road, which is called Broken Logic. We're really excited about this expansion. He's been working on it for a while, and it is honestly much anticipated. We get a lot of emails from people asking when this expansion is going to be available for the Long Road, when is it coming out, and it's going to go to crowdfunding in 2025, which we're excited about. But for now, we do have some art available on the webpage and some more information. So I'm going to actually walk you through that right now so that you can take a look if you haven't already. Awesome. So let's go ahead and talk about this new game. We have Broken Logic. So if you are on the Flying Pig website, which I am right here, and you scroll down on our homepage, you can see it right here. We have, I do need to update this, don't I? So here we have Broken Logic. So this is the haunting second expansion to the award-winning game, The Long Road. The Long Road was designed by my dad, Mark H. Walker, and it won awards from the Charles S. Roberts Awards, and it won Best Sci-Fi Fantasy Game of 2022. So it's a great game. It is hefty. It is gritty. It is a diehard war game. Trust me, I miss little rules in that game all the time, but it is so fun, and it is really fun and exciting and different and unique. What really makes it different and unique is not only this alternative history 1985 World War III scenario, but you've also got supernatural twists. So not only are you fighting in this 80s era World War III hypothetical scenario, you also have this really exciting element of these paranormal twists. It is platoon level. I didn't mention that before. It is a 2-player game. So here we go. Let's go ahead. So when you go to the homepage, you can scroll down, go to Broken Logic, see this sweet box cover, click shop, and it'll take you here. Here we go. So it is a Long Road expansion. You get to see this awesome cover art that really kind of sums up all of the really cool factions that you've got in this game, and that it is combining the paranormal, all that fun stuff with the gritty war games, hex encounter war game stuff. So, okay, scrolling down, it's going to be coming to Kickstarter soon. Here are some action shots we have. Pretty cool. It is not card driven, but it is card assisted. So there's some really fun cards that are added in as well. Here we go. So platoon level combat, lots of heroes. Here are the components in the box. So I will, let you guys go through this, but this is a really exciting expansion to the Long Road, which is already a really fun game. And I wanted to point you guys in this direction so that if you're interested in something like this, you can go check out this page and get excited. We're going to have a lot of other content coming out about Broken Logic, but I wanted to go ahead and get you guys started. So enjoy this expansion to the Long Road. Okay, so since our YouTube channel is growing and that's really exciting, I want to go ahead and start giving you guys some more information about what you can expect coming up this month on the channel. So for this week's video, I'm obviously doing the monthly update. Next week's video is going to be really cool. I'm going to be interviewing the old school tactical designer and artist, Shane Logan. And he has already told me that he has some really excited kind of behind the scenes information and some art for Old School Tactical Volume 5. So not to give anything away, but he's going to be talking to us about that. Such a popular series from our company, one of my favorites as well. So next week is going to be an interview with Shane Logan, the designer and the artist for the Old School Tactical series. So don't miss that. Okay, and then after that, we're actually going to be doing another interview with my dad and myself, and we're going to be talking about running Kickstarters and how you can do that successfully and some of the strategies we've used. We've been in business for 10 years and we've had 22 successful Kickstarters. So there's a lot of good information for those of you out there who are entrepreneurs and interested in getting into this business. And so I'm going to pick his brain and it's going to be a really interesting interview. Okay, and finally, the last week of November, I'm going to do a setup of Pipe Creek scenario with me. So I'm going to walk you through setting up a scenario with Pipe Creek and a Most Fruitful Sacrifice. And I'm hoping that this is going to, get you guys excited for Pipe Creek coming out in early December. Okay, and lastly, I've said this before, but December of this year is actually our 10-year anniversary. So we were founded in December of 2014. And we're going to have some exciting stuff coming out in December to celebrate that 10-year anniversary. So just keep that on your radar. All right, thank you guys so much for watching and for all the support that you've given us. It is so exciting to see this company grow. I love being a part of it. I've been a part of this company since I was a kid. And then my dad's company before this, I was a part of that as well. And so it's so awesome to see it grow and being able to see it with tangible results, like seeing the YouTube channel grow and seeing our Kickstarters be so successful. So thank you guys so much. We're really excited to keep putting out awesome, fun games. So please don't forget to like and subscribe.